I have heard your heart. It is a loud and bitter drum. You ask for life. You, a vessel of dust, ask for a gift from the eternal water.
The village of Zumare lay stretched across a wide sweep of red earth, its soil cracked like old pottery under the relentless sun. The sky above was vast and unbroken, a dull, baked clay color that seemed to press down on everything below, as though the heavens themselves had grown weary. There was a special kind of silence. It was the silence of an empty cradle, the quiet of a home where no small feet pattered across the floor. Here, a child's laughter was wealth, and this silence was a deep, aching poverty. For a woman named Adama, this silence was her entire world. Her marriage to Kofi was a good one, built on shared work in the yam fields and a quiet understanding that didn't need words. But as the seasons turned and the harvests came and went, their home stayed quiet. Adama's belly remained flat. The silence only grew louder, it's echoing with the whispers of other women, the pitying looks from elders, and the sharp, cruel disappointment in her own mother-in-law's eyes. She was like a ghost in her own life, defined not by who she was, but by what she didn't have. Every new baby's cry in the village felt like a fresh wound. She threw herself into rituals, making offerings at the ancient baobab tree, and praying to ancestors she feared had forgotten her. But the silence remained, a suffocating companion. There was one place the villagers feared, a sharp bend in the river that carved out a deep, dark pool. They called it the domain of Mami Wata, the river spirit. It was said that Mami Wata isn't just one single deity, but a whole family of powerful water spirits. They could be beautiful and terrifying, givers of life and takers of it. They could grant any wish. Oh, but every gift from the spirit world carries a price. Desperation as a way of silencing reason. After another year of emptiness, one night in her hut, Adama made a decision. She would go to the river. She would speak to the spirit, not with fear, but with the full weight of her sorrow. That night, under a sliver of a moon, Adama walked toward the river's forbidden bend. She was going to bargain with the goddess for a child, with no idea she was walking toward a fate far worse than being childless. The air by the deep pool was cold and heavy, thick with the smell of wet earth and something ancient. The water was unnaturally still and dark, like a mirror reflecting a starless sky. The usual night sounds were gone. All Adama could hear was the deep humming whisper of the current. She knelt at the water's edge. She had no fine cloth or perfumes to offer, only her own despair. Tears she'd held back for years finally fell into the cold water, tears of sadness, anger, and a soul-deep sense of injustice.
Mother of the water, they call you Mami Wata. They say you grant fortune and fertility.
All the warnings, but they don't know my silence. They don't feel this emptiness eating me from the inside out. She leaned closer, a reflection, a broken thing on the surface.
I am a good wife, a good woman. Why am I denied the one thing that makes me whole?
I see joy in others, and it has become poison to me. I hear children laughing, and it sounds like mockery. Her plea wasn't a prayer, it was an accusation, a raw cry from her very being. She poured every ounce of her pain into the silent, watchful water. When she was finally empty and exhausted, she pressed her forehead to the damp earth. The silence that answered was different now. It wasn't empty, it was listening. The deep hum of the current grew louder, resonating in her bones. The water began to stir. A faint, otherworldly light pulsed from the depths, turning the black water a liquid turquoise. Adama looked up, her heart caught between terror and awe. From the glowing center, a figure began to rise. She was tall and majestic. Her upper body was that of a woman with skin like polished bronze, but below her waist, she wasn't human at all. Her body tapered into the powerful, shimmering tail of a great fish covered in scales that glittered like 1,000 jewels, a living serpent, a common symbol of power for water spirits, coiled gently around her neck. You its eyes like chips of jade. Her face was impossibly beautiful, but her eyes held the ancient, knowing coldness of the river's bottom. They were utterly devoid of pity. She was Mami Wata, and she had answered. The spirit's voice sounded like water flowing over smooth stones, clear yet echoing.
I have heard your heart. It is a loud and bitter drum. You ask for life. You, a vessel of dust, ask for a gift from the eternal water.
Adama, trembling, couldn't speak. The spirit's beauty was a physical pain, too perfect for mortal eyes, while her power was a crushing weight. I can't give you what you seek, the spirit continued, her voice softening, becoming hypnotic. A child, a son to fill the silence, a son to make the village honor you. Hope, fierce and blinding, or a shot to Adama.
I'll do anything, any price. Just give me a child.
A slow, knowing smile touched Mami Wata's lips, but didn't reach her ancient eyes. The price is not an offering. It is a rule, a pact. A promise made to the water is more binding than a chain of iron. You must understand this. The river gives, but the river also demands. The spirit dipped her hand into the glowing water and lifted a fish. It was small, but its scales shimmered with all the colors of a sunset. Its eye was a single, perfect orb of amber light. Take this, Mami Wata commanded. Go home. Tell no one of our meeting. Tonight, lock your door, shutter your windows, and cook this fish. You must do it alone. She paused. Then you will eat it, every part of it, the flesh, the skin, the head. Leave nothing, not a single scale, not a single bone. And you must eat it all by yourself. No other soul shall have a taste. This is the first part of the rule. Adama nodded frantically, her eyes fixed on the miraculous fish. It seemed so simple. There is a second part. Mami Wata's voice cut through her thoughts, sharp as broken glass. From this fish, your child will be born. He will be your joy. But he is a child born of water's magic, and he is bound by my law. The rule is this: the child must never, for any reason, taste the flesh of any other fish that comes from this river. He is of the water. He must not consume his kin. Do you understand this pact? Yes, Adama whispered, her heart pounding. I understand. I swear it. I will tell no one. I will eat it myself. And my son will never taste fish from this river. Why, I swear it on my life.
It is not your life you have sworn. It is his.
The spirit said, a form dissolving back into the light. With that final, chilling warning, the light faded. Adama was alone again, the small, beautiful fish lying on a leaf in front of her. She had a miracle, and with it, she had a rule.